Hey guys, my name is Addi Duranski. I am a senior at Columbus High School, and I participate in volleyball, basketball, and tennis, student council, NHS, CHS 101, Circle of Friends, and FCA. And this is my AnchorLines spotlight. So the lightning round of questions. What is your favorite sport? Softball, which I do in the summers. What is your go-to snack? I like any snacks. I like sweet, I like salty, give me anything to snack on or nibble on, I will eat it. I like Doritos. Doritos are my favorite chips. I like anything white cheddar, white chocolate, anything fruity, basically anything. What's your pregame routine? Well, I like to, usually before game, I like to visualize and just if I've been wanting to do something or wanting to try something, I just have to remember to, keep that in the front part of my mind, the front of my mind, and just, be ready and get mentally prepared by that, by usually just trying to breathe and stay calm and just, start putting that competitive pressure on myself so then I can get used to it and absorb into it so I'm ready to play. What's your typical day off look like? Well, I am very lazy on a typical day off. Usually I sleep in and then I drink some coffee and sit on my couch and watch TikTok or Netflix. Sometimes I just lay in bed and do it too, it just depends, but usually on a day off I like to get some stretching in though too, because that's always important for me to stay in shape, and then I usually also try to ice whatever I need and drink water. What's your favorite dessert item? Well, I like all dessert items. I have a huge sweet tooth, but my absolute favorite has got to be cupcakes. I love cupcakes a lot. What's your favorite subject in school? I like sciences. I like the sciences a lot, especially anatomy and physiology right now is really entertaining, and I just love learning about it and actually applying it to life. So that's always really nice when you can make those connections. What basketball match are you most looking forward to this season? Probably Hastings, because we've been back and forth for a couple years now, just playing each other, and so I would really like to just compete and win against them. So that's probably what I'm most looking forward to. If you could pick any superpower, what would it be? Shape-shifting probably, because you can just turn into whatever you want or blend in with anything, and you have the element of surprise then. What's your favorite season? I really like the fall, just because I love Halloween, and I love the colors associated with fall, like the burnt orange and reds and all that stuff, and it's getting ready for Christmas and winter, and I love Christmas, so that's always nice. What's your favorite thing to watch on TV? On regular TV, I really like to watch NCIS, or, I don't know, I like a lot of different shows, but mainly NCIS or the criminal investigative type shows, like Criminal Minds. I also, on Netflix, I like to watch The Flash or Riverdale. Kind of binge watch those. What's your favorite kind of music? I like a lot of different types of music. You can start playing anything and I'll probably enjoy it. I love the oldies and the 60s, 70s, 80s type music. I love the music that we play now. Just basically anything you could put on and I would probably enjoy it. I really love Christmas music, so I'm really glad that it's December. So what is your favorite restaurant? I love Olive Garden or Anywhere with Pasta, and I also like Panda Express. What's your favorite animal? Probably just a giraffe or dolphin or a dog. I don't know. Elephant. I like a lot of animals. What's your favorite color? I like the color blue or any scheme of blue. What is your favorite year of school? Well, what has been? I really liked senior year just because I feel like we all know each other and we're all closer and we have that connection that we didn't have freshman year. We were all kind of strangers freshman year and middle school. We didn't really know each other. We didn't really, want to know each other, but, I found that over the past few years I've just had a lot more friends that I can just go up to and talk to at school. So that's always nice. I really like senior year just because we're all so close, I feel like. What has been your favorite match you've ever played in? Probably a volleyball match. Probably this year's Seward and Hastings matches, because the team was just connecting. It was just a really good week for us. Hastings, we were down in the fourth set. We were up 2-1 overall, but we were down in the fourth set 24-20, and we came back and won that, which is like unheard of. So it just had a whole bunch of adrenaline and a lot of hype, and it was just really exciting in the moment, and even afterwards it was just really, really good. So that's probably my favorite match. What college do you plan to attend next year? Either Nebraska Westland in Lincoln or UNK. Definitely a four-year university, and I'm debating between those two. What is your planned major? I'm planning to major in biology and then minor in psychology or Spanish. I haven't decided that yet, though. Are you planning on playing any sports in college? Well, it depends on where I go. At UNK, I probably won't play a sport, but at Westland, I do have the opportunity to play a sport, either softball or tennis, probably I'm leaning towards. But it just depends on, like, the coaches and the timing. And, like, for softball, like, all the people last year get to come back if they want, so all the seniors last year can come back for their team, so they basically could have their full roster. So I guess it just depends on what happens with that, but I have been communicating with them, so we'll see. But I would like to play sports in high school or college. Deeper questions. What got you into playing my sports? Well, funny story, actually. For softball, it started out, I just played t-ball because my friends were playing t-ball, and, like, you know, it was super exciting because you got a pop afterwards, like, ooh, a pop, I definitely want to play, yes. But then I just, like, started, like, I joined a club team, and I just really fell in love with the sport. So that is always, like, a funny story, because I started, like, not really wanting to play for me, but just, like, to be with people and be with my friends and stuff. But overall, like, that's definitely, like, my favorite sport. I just fell in love with it. So tennis was kind of like a family tradition. My grandpa coached tennis, so, you know, I just kind of started playing, and I fell in love with that one too. I just love all my sports. Basketball and volleyball I started playing, and I just loved it. What and who keeps you motivated? I feel like myself, like, I keep myself motivated. I am very, like, hard on myself and, like, tough on myself, but that is also a good thing because it keeps me on track. And I feel like my parents have definitely motivated me because they just keep pushing me and keep encouraging me all the time. And my friends all keep me motivated because we're in the same sports and we kind of experience the same things, so we know people are going through sometimes. How did you get to where you are now? That's a tough one. I don't really know. I mean, I grew up with I think my parents had a lot of influence on what happened to me in the future, and I feel like they did a great job raising my brother and I. So yeah, I don't know. Just like my childhood experiences. What's your favorite memory from each of your previous 3 seasons? Well, there are too many to count. There have just been so many good memories of high school sports that I just will forever take with me. But I'm grateful to have the opportunity to play. So, just, like, there's a whole bunch of funny memories like that, but I can't just choose one. Why did you choose to play volleyball over softball in school? I get this question a lot. So, softball and volleyball were my favorites freshman year, my favorite sports. And so I, didn't want to give one up. And it took a lot of back and forth reasoning. I had so many pros and cons for each, but, overall I picked volleyball to do in the fall because I knew I could do softball in the summers, so I didn't have to give up softball to play volleyball. But if I would have played softball in the fall, then I probably would have given up volleyball overall, altogether, because there's just not a lot of club volleyball around. So that's why I did it, just so I knew that I could play both. How do you balance all your activities with your academics? I have gathered and learned a lot of time management skills, and I use like an agenda, and I just try to keep up with my work and don't procrastinate. If I have the chance to get ahead, I usually try to take it, so I just like have it done. What are you looking forward to most in your senior seasons? Well, I really looked forward to being a senior, like just a senior leader overall, because like I had looked up to so many other seniors in previous years, like, and I just wanted to be them, and like I was so impressed by them. So I really wanted to be that senior that people can lean on and like ask questions, and like I'll encourage you, like I'm just trying to encourage people, and like just somebody that they can like look to and just be like, wow, she knows what she's doing. But you know, that's not always the case. Rocky questions. Okay, what has been your least favorite part of high school? There's been moments I really didn't like junior year's amount of homework, or just homework in general, but it's just something you gotta deal with. But all that homework was very stressful. I mean, I have good days and like bad days, and good parts and bad parts of each day, so there hasn't really been a big least favorite, but maybe COVID, because it's canceling all of our stuff, like homecoming. We didn't get a homecoming, which is really sad, so, or prom last year, but that's kind of like everybody's thing, it's a given. Would you classify yourself as sweet or salty, and would your friends agree with you? I feel like I can be sweet, but I can also be salty. It just depends on like the situation and where we are and who you are and how good a mood I am in. So I feel like I can kind of be either way. I hope I'm more sweet than salty to people, but I have been told that I do have like a very serious, kind of like an RBF, so, you know, that's not great. Probably makes me look more salty, but I hope I'm sweet. I hope my friends consider me sweet. You'd have to ask them. What is one thing people find annoying about you? That's also a tough one. I don't know. Again, you'd probably have to ask them. But, I think maybe, like, I never learned to, like, not eat at a table with, like, my elbows off the table. So I always have, like, my arms on the table and, like, my elbows on it, like chewing on something. But like I could see how that would bother people, because it takes up a lot of room, and I don't know, but I just never learned not to. I'm sure I could probably fix it, so just tell me if that annoys you and I can try to work on it. But that might be something. It's not a big thing. I mean, I'm sure there's other things. So what's your biggest pet peeve? Well, I think it also just depends on the day. Like, some days, or like some points, I'm just in a really bad mood, or like my social meter is just out and I'm just drained and I just like don't want to like talk to anybody. So I guess, I don't know, when people are being annoying, which isn't even annoying, but like just when I'm in a bad mood, that probably makes me seem really upset at people. But even for doing like the smallest thing, like clicking their or snapping or something, that might annoy me. But I don't know, I don't think I have a huge pet peeve against anything. I don't like when people chew with their mouth open, but that's a lot of people's thing. So, and then last question, which 3 people in the entire world would you like to bring onto a month-long vacation in Hawaii? Probably my parents, because I don't know, I love my parents and I think they deserve to go to Hawaii with me. They're just great people, so that's who I would pick. And then for another person, I'd probably take one of my friends, you know. I don't know who it would be. It'd have to be depending on the situation and who was available that week or whatever, or month, because that's a long time, and who would go. But I would definitely want a friend, and then my parents, for sure. So, that's all the questions. Thanks for watching.